what they want.
Cry about it. So I'm making this video to kind of work through what my therapist would probably call resentment. So let's talk about Amarna, the monster that you and I don't have, but Michael does. The reason I say this monster should be an LD5 is not because I want it to be more rare, but rather it's a statement to the quality of his skills. Each one of his 3 are incredibly varied and relevant. He does so much. Like, his first skill applies a defense break and a heal block. It is very rare for a monster to have defense break on skill 1 and then have that statement followed by and as its conjunction. Like, if anything, nowadays, I would expect it to say, applies a defense break, but. His skill 2 hits 3 times and tries to apply a 2-turn brand. It also deals more damage as the target's health drops. Do I need to talk about brand? I probably don't, but I will because you're here, so I have a bit of a captive audience. Branding is definitely different from defense break, even though it kind of reads similarly because they end up having similar results. Defense break reduces the applicant's defense by a certain amount. Branding increases damage dealt by 25%. And where that ends up being a little bit different is for things like bombs. Bombs ignore defense. So bombs do no extra damage on defense broken units because they didn't care how much defense the target had to begin with. However, they will deal increased damage on a target with branding on because of the definition of branding. Finally, it's like 90% of the reason why I'm making this video. It's the secret to eternal life. It cleanses your whole team, then heals them for 30% of Amarna's max HP, and that's on a 4-turn cooldown. But, if any of your allies are defeated when you use the skill, it'll instead revive them and just throw on 2 more turns on the cooldown. Like, whatever, dude, I didn't care about those 2 turns anyway. That's like absolutely negligible for such a strong effect. This kit makes him amazing for things like raids. Like, the heal block and the brand would have been enough to earn him a slot on any raids team. But then he goes and has a heal, a cleanse on an active skill, a revive, and a defense break. Like, that's pretty much everything in Summoner's Work. Like, I actually don't know if there's anything else. But I'm really serious about that 3rd skill being amazing in raids because usually you don't want monsters that have cleanse on their passive because the boss can apply Oblivion. So that means usually if you're bringing something like Averamos, yeah, there's gonna be a window where he's able to cleanse stuff, but most of the time, he's gonna be oblivious. Whereas Amarna can use the 3rd skill and cleanse regardless of how oblivious he is. Yeah, that made sense. So this is a place you'd really prefer to have an active 3rd skill over a passive because the 3rd skill can get its cooldown time reduced by Mav or the Dark Homunculus or something. He also has a defense lead for if you're not employing Zhang Fei for some reason. Although I do think you should use Zhang Fei. Zhang Fei is like really good for a good reason, and he's got cleanse on skill 2. So this is not a PSA against Zhang Fei. This is just talking about how I really want Amarna. I've given a pretty positive review of Amarna so far, so let me just say one thing that won't take away from him generally, but like, I just feel like I should point it out. I think there's definitely a drop-off for Amarna where he becomes less relevant as time goes on, but he is an incredible early game summon because essentially what Amarna can help you do is cheese content that you wouldn't normally be able to clear. Like, there's so many situations in Summoner's War where you can just slam down an Amarna and you'll clear it. Trial of Ascension, raids, guilds, Rift Beasts, Necro, Tartarus, RTA, well, maybe not RTA, but do we need him to? Oh, what's going on, chat? Hello, Robert V, Kanagi, what's going on? Typhoon, DJ Castell, Knock, and Avery. Dude, I'm not ready for the heat, bro. I don't know what you're bringing to me right now, but I'm not ready for whatever heat you're packing, dude. How are y'all doing today? Doing account reviews and progression tips. The Master Cog says, hey, first time here. Dude, I am so happy to hear that. I'm sorry that your first introduction to the stream was me having a coughing fit. Let me move this camera. I feel like the camera's not like centered as well. No, Preemie, I'm not sick. I just took a sip of water that didn't really agree with me. So, that's on my gullet to figure out. The Sickler, good morning. Demonic Angel Gaming 82 says, hello, I started this game 2 weeks ago
and I'm so lost. Dude, that is exactly what this stream is about today. So we're doing account reviews and progression tips. So that means I'm hanging out in chat channel 10. I'm starting on the global server. If you have any questions or concerns about your journey in Summoner's War, you can post your question in the chat. Let me know what your Twitch or YouTube handle is while I'm looking at it. That way I know who I'm talking about, and I will do my best to help you. I will do my dangdest, chat. Let me tell you. Lady Ziandra, hey, good morning. How pumped are you for your trip? I am very pumped. I actually just checked in for my flight. I'm really looking forward to it. So what Lady Ziandra is alluding to, chat, is that this is the last stream before I go to Vegas. I'm actually off for half of this day today. I'm going to pack, take care of some appointments, run some errands and stuff before the flight, but I wanted to make sure that I got at least a little bit of a stream in beforehand so I wasn't just leaving you guys hanging the whole time. So chat channel 10 is where I'm at. Master Cog, what server are you on? I'd love to do what I can to try to help you out. Sorry guys, whenever you see the game pause like that, I'm like moving the window around. That's like me doing that. Knock, you're so funny. I just saw that comment. I'm gonna gamble my unknown scrolls in Vegas. Oh, actually, dude, wait, let's gamble these. Let's go gamble. Let's try for Smicer. Check out Smicer or Cigar this early in the morning, dude. Check this out. Dude, if this last scroll is Smicer, I make it to Vegas safely. Oh, dude. No. Oh, no. I just gambled my safety on that scroll, dude. Okay. Let's keep going. Thank you. I thank you so much. Yeah, I really am looking forward to it this time. I gotta tell you, and I specifically say this time because chat knows if you've been watching for a while, I actually get extremely nervous before broadcasts. I don't know why. It's like, you know, I've been doing it for a long time, especially in this capacity, but I just get butterflies like crazy. But this time, I'm not nervous yet. Famous last words, but let's do it. Tominator, hey Evan, I've been wanting to dip into RTA a bit after farming Abyss nonstop. I don't know, I don't have Leo or many speed lead options. Do you think my box is developed enough? Thanks, this is a great question. This is a very good question. It gave me all the context I need to. Dang, dude, did you see how long it took for this to load in on my poor computer? Let me see what you got. Let's see what we got. So you made it to C3 in regular arena, and you haven't really dipped a toe into World Arena yet. That's crazy. Insane Abyss time. 25 seconds, 27 seconds on Dragons, 50 on Necro. Dude is killing it and likely has artifacts too, because look at that. Dude is at, oh, why can't, dude, sorry guys, hold on. I was like, why can't I visit? Kizar Kazul, you live today. You live today, Kizar Kazul. I was like, why is that option grayed out? That makes a lot of sense. Okay, we're going back in. Let's see if your box is developed enough to jump into RTA right now. Global server, channel 10, and while you're looking at chats and stuff, you can use Command America's Cup to get details on the America's Cup. It's happening this Saturday in Vegas. This Saturday in Vegas. Oh, let me post the survey on YouTube chat. There you go, guys. Dude, the Tominator's Island is not agreeing with my game. Did you see how long it took for me to load in? Sorry, my island might cause some lag. That's crazy. Okay. So right off the bat here, dude, I'm actually seeing a lot of really solid units for this. Like, truly. Like, I mean, Nana is actually becoming more relevant again, I'd say. I love Adriana. I play a lot of Adriana, actually, but not even as much Chao. I play more Chao than I do Adriana, that's for sure. I phrased that weird. And then we've got the Water Siri, and this is the one that always crits. So if you wanted to play a snipe comp, you could potentially incorporate this into it. I always like to have a Tetra ruined up so that way I can like counter any Giannas that I come into contact with too. I see a Carnal over here. See a Verd. Verd would love to be on like double Revenge Will or triple Revenge. Honestly, like I talk about this often, but like Verd is one of those monsters where you might as well just have him ruined in RTA. You know what I mean? Like you might as well just have him ruined because he doesn't require the same runes that a lot of other monsters require. Like what other monster needs a triple Revenge set? Or like even a double Revenge in Will? I find that no one's ever competing for the same runes that I'm putting on Verd. So, you know, it's easy rune. Collaborator 69, what's going on? And Demonic Angel says, this is awesome. How can I have you review my team with potential tips? Thank you for asking. Yeah, chat channel 10 on global, and if there's enough demand, I can hop over to Europe server as well. Just post your question in there and let me know, like, hey, this is demonic angel from chat. You know, please help me, type thing, and let me. It helps if you say the question in that chat, so that way I remember what your question is when I'm looking at it too. And let's keep looking. So the current question is like, do you think I can delve into RTA given my current box? And right now, dude, honestly, I'm skewing a very strong yes. I just see a Masha, I see a Juno over here. We got Feng, we got a Sonya, and we got Byungchul. So if you feel like you don't have a lot of speed lead options and you can't really compete for turn 1, you can always just go for a bruiser comp. And I, personally speaking, I'm way more at home playing a bruiser comp. And also, if you lack Leo, by the way, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't rune. That's a double negative, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't rune monsters to counter Leo. Rakan is actually my go-to Leo counter. So I rune him on like 0 speed or as close to 0 speed as humanly possible. Along with, so I've got Rakan and Verd that are my main Leo counters, right? So you could rune up a Rakan on like Vamp or Violent. I tend to prefer Vamp for Rakan just to give him that extra solo potential. And not a lot of monsters demand it. Oh, dude, thank you so much for the follow. Dude, Dono, you weren't followed? What the heck, dude? I take that back immediately. Now all of a sudden I'm offended. No, I'm so kidding. I'm so kidding, dog. Pseudo Oracle, thank you for the follow. Thank you, guys. And we got Jongnam here, too. Okay, so we're definitely going for like a bruise comp. Like 100%. Channel 10, Pseudo Oracle. The Brain Master. Hey, welcome. Like, you can also, you can totally do something that's like Byungchul and this guy. If you need something to strip, technically you could use Amduat. I don't usually recommend Amduat to people because of his slim chance to remove a debuff, right? But he just, or to remove a buff from the enemy. But like, he just cycles so, it's so free that he actually might be kind of fun for this. Alternatively, you could use the Wind Robo. And this is talking about a strip option, so that way you can open them up. Byungchul also strips on skill 2, dude. I sometimes forget how dope this monster is. Like, every time I think you need something, I'm like, oh yeah, Byungchul does that. So you could honestly just do like Juno, Jongnam, Byungchul, and then all of a sudden you have double strip and a little bit of control from Jongnam. And then depending on what the situation calls for, you could either go into like Carnal, you could go into Chow, something like that. You could do Feng if they draft a lot of water. Like, I actually think there's a lot of merit here in this bruise comp. You do also have the start of a snipe comp, by the way. So if you do eventually get some speed lead options, I would say investigate using Rigna, the Water Siri, Sonya, and then the Wind Robo, along with maybe Amduat or somebody else to strip. This guy, oh, I forgot, I totally missed this. You have the Fire Megami. Fire Megami is also decent in the bruiser comp. I wouldn't prioritize him yet, but he does have that speed lead you're looking for, but he doesn't really, you know, think about this. Maybe play with him and see what you think. I'm going to go back because I know I'm spending a lot of time on here right now. Oh, Shanks, we got a One Piece fan. Been grinding Summoners War on and off, and I don't know what to work on. Tiz Lumen. Oh, wait, knock real quick. What is this Gojo? Oh my god, you got the Dark Gojo? Dude. Kawaimo. It's amazing. Congratulations. Congratulations. How perfect is this for you, by the way? How perfect is this? You can rip the Dark Gojo's third skill and then extend the debuffs with the Dark Striker. That's actually so sick. It's actually really, really cool. So now let's try to give some direction to Tiz Lumen. Shanks, oh, it's also my name. Wait, are you also a One Piece fan? If not, you should delve into that. Unlucky Bunny, thanks for the follow. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard the pirate crew. So you've done Abyss, you've done Dragons. That's a 1-minute Dragons. You've done a sub 1-minute run on Necro. Spiritual Realm is a little bit long I would definitely remove the Vigor from the comp and instead put in Lauren. Honestly, that's the only change you need to make. We could maybe look into like some speed tuning and stuff, but literally if you just take out the Vigor and put in Lauren, it might work. Faster too. Yeah, I am, LMAO. Dude, what are the odds of that your name is like Shanks? Shanks adjacent, and then you're also a One Piece fan. That's actually awesome. And it looks like you've done TOA and this as well. You're already doing level 5 of raids. If you're not sitting in raids for a long time, by the way, I would implore you to do so. Like, sitting in raids is probably the best thing that you can do for your account, and it will just get you progress. But I think the real answer for what you should be doing now is deciding, like, where you kind of want to take your account between the 3 end games. So, like, sometimes I call it 3 end games. You can really do all 3 in Summoner's War, which I appreciate. You can either go for extremely refined PvE times, you can go for guild content, or you can go for RTA. So what I would say is I would try out some guild content, see if you like it, try to get involved with your guild, see if you can like come up with some cool defenses, cool offenses, talk about how to approach certain towers in Siege, etc. Try to do some lab. I don't know if you're doing lab. I have been doing Labyrinth recently, guys, and I've been really enjoying Tartarus. Like, the new part about that is enjoying Tartarus, right? Because I think Tartarus can sometimes come off as a bit of a chore for a lot of people, myself included. And lately, I have been thoroughly enjoying playing Tartarus. I don't know what changed. I think it was the Tyrannus buff, actually. I think it was actually the Tyrannus buff. And all of a sudden, I'm all about Tartarus. So yeah, like, try to find a monster like that too that'll get you excited for, oh my god, you got Kiki. And then, dude, I would just play some RTA. Like, look at this, you got Kiki. That's so sick. That's actually so cool. Let me see what else you got here. Oh my god, you could do like a really disgusting like strip into like debuff comp. How many times do you guys get like cleaved? Like, how often does that happen? Cloven by a chilling in RTA. It happens at, oh my god, you also have a Shazam. Wait, is there some weird Shazam with chilling is actually like a chilling combo. You have 2 Verds? You do have 2 Verds. What's the occasion? There's one on Bio. There's one on Swift. Amazing. That's dope. Oh, dude. Kiki, do you love me? There's actually a really fun gimmicky comp, and I mean gimmicky in the most loving way possible, like here, that you could explore. Like with Shazam, Kiki, chilling, something else that does something pseudo impactful on skill 1. Oh, Gemini. Well, Gemini strips, which is kind of cute, right? But like, oh, you got Okeanos here? Dude, you could do Okeanos with this. Maybe you run an AoE strip instead. Oh, this is actually a really good skill 1. It's a really good skill 1. The only thing is he'll cycle out of the counterattack buff, which, you know, is what it is. So Tizlumin, I know that was kind of a disjointed answer, but what I would say is I would experiment with the PvP sides of the game. So if you're not already deeply involved in guilds, I would try a little bit of guild content. Check out, again, I'm never sure if I can like promote this. I don't know, but I am. But as Evan, not has come to us. SW Guild Tools, there's some cool stuff on that site. Like, they show off like defenses that are getting popular and ways to counter them. It's actually a really fun like rabbit hole to delve down into, and you can even like put in defenses that you've encountered and see what you can do to like counter them. I'm using the word counter a lot, but there's not a lot I can do about that. And then I would also try RTA, because truly, like, Shazam is not like one of people's like ideal LD5s, right? But I think you're in kind of a unique position where you can actually utilize him to do some really silly stuff, right? Like Shazam, Kiki, chilling. There's some idea cooking here where it's like you put counterattack buff on units that like strip to open things up for Kiki, and you're like poking them with a lot of damage. I actually think there's something cute there. So look into that. Look into that. Play around. See what you think. Let me catch up with chat. Tominator says, I appreciate that when you reviewed, you went off the rune screen and avoided showing my bad runes. Honestly, dude, I don't always show runes unless people want to. Thompson, what's up, dude? I didn't even see you here. It says, are we wearing a blazer this weekend? I am gonna pack one. I'm gonna pack a blazer. I'm not sure if we're gonna wear it yet. I don't think we did last year. if I'm not. No, we did last year. Yeah, bring one just in case. Charles Wolf. Hi, Evan. Do you have an early game Abyss giant / dragon vid? I couldn't find one. Yes, so if you look it up, I think it's called a free-to-play. I think it's the free-to-play Giants. I think it's the free-to-play. Wait, which way am I? I'm kind of like. Sorry, guys. I keep like trying to. No. That's good. I keep trying to like center it. This is like my center right now. Shazam enables silly things. It really, really does. Very true. Carnegie Evan gonna show in his workout gear. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna wear my tank top, my Summoners War tank top. But ultimately, it's, I lost my train of thought before. Let's go on to the next person. Let's go up. Oh, what's up, Celtic Rowan? Shanks says, can you rate my account? I'm new. Level 34 new. Oh my goodness, 16 days new. Bro's got mostly JJK units in here, and I see you got Sukuna and you got Fire Yuji, which is kind of cool because I like the nature of this because I don't think Yuji can't glance, right? That's his thing on skill 3. I don't think he can glance. Pong King, I can't 100% Necro. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. That was the train of thought. Thank you, Pong King. I forgot to answer the Abyss guide for new players. There are Abyss guides that are like starter guides for every single one, and that is aimed at like newer players. You know what I mean? Like, it's still challenging, to be honest. The Abyss dungeons are difficult on purpose. But like, I think if you look that up, if you look up Abyss hard guide or just type in Abyss on the channel and the search function within videos, I think you should be able to find it on there. Let's keep looking. So Pong King's question, I can't 100% Necro reliably without Aster. Any tips? Like, the boss always takes my Roke, and if you co-attack with the boss and get turned, oh my god, dude, I hate that. The way that team up can also bring the boss, that is crazy. Yeah, we can talk about other options. You may want to go back to like super basics, you know? I don't know if you have Abigail, but like you may also want to like do Fran and Lauren, perhaps. We can chat about that. I would love for you to move to EU. Maybe I should. Oh no, Lady Siandra. I wish I was going. The one and only time I've been to Vegas in my 40 years was a business trip to the Consumer Electronics Show in 2014. I have also only been to Vegas once, I think. Oh, I see, Shanks. Thank you for the context. So, I'm like a returning player, but I forgot all the mechanics, and there's definitely new stuff since I last played. I don't know how long the gap has been, but dude, depending on when you last played, Summoner's War is an entirely different game. Let me just double check to make sure I'm right about this. Oh, it always lands as a crit. So in a sense, it can't glance, right? Because it always lands as a crit. I think you may want to invest a little bit of time into building some other units that are really going to help you, right? So this should be your priority Second Awakening. I love Crow. Crow is so helpful. He is a fantastic damage dealer for both new and old player alike. Out of the wind units here, I think these will be your priority for now. So I really like Shannon as a way to break into a starter Giants Abyss hard team. I think Shannon really like rounds that out easily. Attack buff, defense buff, slow, glancing, like she will actually like keep your team alive. And Second Awakening her is technically optional. The base stats do help, right? But like theoretically, she doesn't benefit a ton from it because she is of the opposite element of the boss. So in theory, he's probably gonna he's gonna glance on her, right? Most of the time he's gonna glance on her. So your Second Awakening Crow, that's great. This is also worth a Second Awakening, Naomi. Well, you should build Fran. Fran's worth it. Okay, let me go back to the beginning because I kind of skipped over a few things just to check for Crow and Fran. You should absolutely get Lauren if you don't. You have a Lauren, that's amazing. We're not gonna use her in Abyss, but she's great on the way up to Abyss. So you can do like Fran, Lauren, Crow, Second Awaken Naomi. You can technically use a Bernard for like Abyss dungeons too, for like Abyss Giants, but he kind of falls off. He really does fall off a little bit. If you have a Spectra or a Shaman as well, I would implore you to get Shaman the Light Griffin. For once in my gosh dang life, by the way, I can recommend Shaman, and it's actually decently easy to get him. Oh, B-Snub, thank you for the follow. Pretty sure B-Snub just crashed my game. Stand by, guys. Hold on. I gotta reopen Summoner's War. There's a bug. It happens only. You know what? Forget it. I'm already over it. I'm not even gonna talk about it. It only happens to me. No, we're chill. I'm not even gonna talk about it. I'm not even affected by it at all. Volume Chan, Evan, is there somewhere I can check dungeon stats? I used to use Swar Farm, but they rolled back only to Bestiary. I want to check the speed, and it's went past what I can see. Within the game, no. And externally, oh, this should be a 5-star. That's the video that played at the beginning of the stream. I don't know if you guys have seen that yet, but please go watch it if you haven't. I had a lot of fun making that. It's really just like an inside joke between me and Michael to an extent, but like I had a lot of fun, and I think folks are liking it. Chat channel 10, I'm gonna jump back in. I'm so sorry, guys, but if you sent a message in there, you'll have to send it another time. The thing that I wasn't gonna talk about before was that, so I think basically what's happening is like the game is like storing data from previous islands. It just builds up in the memory, and eventually the game crashes. But it's really only something that affects me, right? Because who else is just going in and out of people's islands? Dan says, I'm stuck on TOA hard 58. What is 58? Hold on, let's go look, and then I'll recommend you something from within here. So TOA, I have not done TOA hard yet. 58 is this one. What is in this one? So it might just be that you might not be using a comp that can properly crowd control, because this is a fairly normal floor. So you see, like in the strategy decks of what's cleared, a lot of people have used a dot team. You can use a dot team. You definitely don't have to. You can use a team that actually looks... what the heck? Where's my Veramos? Pretend that last slot is Veramos. Well, actually, I'll just go get it in case, you know, we got some new folks here too. So the Dark Ifrit. You can run a comp that looks a lot like this, and if you don't have Tyron, by the way, you can actually, because Tyron is not like guaranteed at the beginning, right? You can do something like this. This will clear in theory. So you could do Fran, Verd, Lauren, Spectra, and Vero. Spectra's there to reduce attack bars, provide attack break, which we've talked about before. Attack break and glancing, both are basically healing, like in theory, because like the damage that you're not taking is health not lost, which means that you just healed. You know, it's like they would have hit you harder, so you have essentially healed the whatever amount of damage you didn't take. So Spectra's dope. Veramos is dope. I'm kind of going in a little too deep on that. Veramos is there for the stun on skill too, so he can actually be crowd control as well. Simpex. Hi, Evan. Just wanted to drop by and say I love these kinds of streams. Helped me a lot last week. Dude, thank you for saying that. That is so sweet of you to say. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I want to help people. So arena defense and attack options. Oh, nice, dude. You got an LD5 front and center. Eludia. Let's check out what you're using for a defense currently. So you're going for like a hybrid outspeed / bruiser comp. So we can refine this, right? So chat, normally whenever I pop up a defense, I like to ask chat, would you hit that defense? Assuming that you were on limited time and it was like arena rush. And the answer is more than likely going to be yes. So I think what we'll do, I think what we're going to do is we're going to choose a direction. It doesn't have to, it's either bruise or countercleave. It's one or the other. But like, I think this one's got elements of both. You got a crazy attack option. You never, I never try to outspeed Clara. That's rune dysmorphia talking. That's what that is. That's rune dysmorphia. You do have a Bastet. You have a Bastet that's actually pretty fast. You have an actually pretty fast for this level. Like that's a good Bastet right there. Death the Kid, welcome back. Says, hi, Evan. I progressed a lot. Oh, I can't wait to see. That's awesome. I can't wait to see what's happened since the last time we talked. So if you did want to counter cleave, you could do like a speed lead. So it could be Vanessa. You could do Bastet. You could do Clara, who's also fast. And then anything else. I guess I don't need to necessarily outline what it needs to be. Now let's brief. Oh my God, you have Deborah. I'm so jealous, dude. Deborah and Velajul. Wow, this account gets everything that I want. That's insane. Wow, this account. This is the. I think they got our accounts mixed up, dude. I think this one was supposed to be my account. And that's crazy. That's so weird the way they mixed up our accounts like that. Light. I know. I saw the light pony too. Oh, so what's happening right now? D Archer 9000. Welcome to the stream, dude. I'm doing account reviews and progression tips. So right now I'm helping someone out. They were looking for arena defense and attack options. And the current defense that they were showing was kind of split between a counter cleave option and like a bruise option. So I'm kind of recommending them a path for each one. So that would be the counter cleave. Speed lead, so like Vanessa or more with Bastet, and then like Clara plus one thing to actually do damage. What that thing is up to you. It could be Lucian. Lucian tends to derp. Could be Julie. Julie and Clara have perfect AI, right? Because they have a clause on their skill 3 that says it has an additional effect if they're at full HP. So they will always use that skill as long as they're at full HP. And alternatively, if you wanted to bruise, you could do Leica, Camilla. I did not dislike Wendy. I don't dislike Wendy at all, but I would like some way to prevent death. So if you were to do so I said Leica. Said Leica, right? Leica. Wendy. I just said another monster. The other monster I just said. Oh, Camilla. Oh, you know, you also have Alice. I think Alice is kind of sick sometimes too. I don't know how smart she is on defense. Chat, you'll have to tell me about this too. But this monster is also kind of fun because she can reduce damage taken. So if you have really potent monsters, like she can help a ton. So maybe you use her with those and you just try to kill them quick. But there's not a lot of sustain aside from like Leica and Camilla who sustain themselves. But I would give that a try. Then for like I didn't mention an attack. For an attack, you can do something that's kind of similar. Folks in chat know I'm a huge fan of the Cocky Cleave. Cocky Cleave is basically strip, Galleon, Cocky, right? Like that's the whole plan of the team. And it's brilliant. And it's so simple and it works so well. Like for you, it would probably be like strip, Galleon, Cocky, and then Deborah just in the background on fight sets. You know, that's probably what you would do for this. Okay, let's go in the next one. Let's try to do a lightning round type thing. Would love some review of my units. Zyros is so good now, someone said. Xiaomi! What's up, Xiaomi? Wait, dude, how are you? Wow, beautiful. This is awfully pretty, Robro. So you want me to review a couple of your units? Any units in particular that you're proud of that you want me to see? Let me look. Let's go scope that out. How would I clear Vanessa, Camilla, Clara, Wendy if you were uncertain about speed? Says Enkaron. I would probably. Well, first, I'm like it's awful, but I'm typically the type to try. I shouldn't, but I would try. Alternatively, you could just do Leo Lucian boost, right? So Leo Bastet Lucian, right? You could do something like that. I'm such a noob, I can't even change channels in the game. No, Demonic. All you gotta do is tap on the little chat icon at the Sky Island. Oh my goodness. Oh, guys, I stayed up pretty late last night. If I'm being honest, I stayed up late. I stayed up late and woke up early. It's a killer combination. Actually, the worst combination of all time. I was playing Commander. Played a lot of MTG with my friends last night. I won a good amount of games too, actually. Some incredible games that lasted far too long. Wow, that's a lot of defense on your Varad. That is awesome. That's a lot of defense on your Varad. Aggie Baby said, what deck? Okay, so Muldrotha has been pulling a lot of wins recently. I've tuned her up. She was the deck that got me really into EDH, and like I love her to pieces. She has not always been my best deck, but like recently I've learned a lot of things like through doing other graveyard decks, and so now I think I've tuned her to a point where she might actually be my best deck. And then I played Ragavan and Lord Windgrace. We love Cocky Cleave. Wait, we love Cocky Cleave is in chat. What are the what the heck? How long have you had that name? Did you just change your name to We Love Cocky Cleave? Muldrotha Pog, so fun. I'm super sad these are only reviews on global. 6 mil dog. I can jump over to EU if there's enough demand. I'd love to. He sensed the vibe and was drawn in. Yeah, Kaneki, I'm not really here. I'm actually playing Magic right now. So funny. Bastet, Aluya, Kaki, but I don't have a speed lead more. Or does speed lead not matter? Pseudo Oracle, you could totally do. You could do more. If we're talking attack, you could do more for speed lead if you're not confident in your Bastet outspeeding. So, like for instance, on my Kaki Cleave, I use Tiana, Galleon, Kaki, right? And for my leader skill, I use Poseidon. So I actually go for an attack lead. But it's because like within the realm of arena that I'm at, I know that I can outspeed. Which is low arena. So if you wanted to bring like a Vanessa for the 33 or a Moore for the 24, go for it. But I would have versions of the team that use a different leader skill. Like if you know you can outspeed, then there's no reason to bring a speed lead. You can instead just bring an attack lead or something to that effect. Okay, so your Varad is looking fantastic. Just kind of looking around. They wanted like a review of their monsters. And from what I can tell, they actually have a really good understanding of the stat priorities of each of these monsters. Look at this Vanessa. What the heck is this? This is a very... Oh, I mean, she'll never land the defense break, but it doesn't matter. Like, she'll... Okay, so she won't strip or land defense break, but no one's going to defense break her. And that's amazing. A 30k HP additional Vanessa with high speed. Wow. What the heck, dude? It's on Vile Will. It's on a complete... Oh my god, I just readjusted my Summoner's War window out of excitement. Hold on, guys, sorry. I actually can extend this. Let's make it a little larger. There we go. Sorry, whenever you see the game pause like that, I'm moving my window. Oh my god, this account is straight gas. What's up, Genie? This account is gas, dude. I'm actually really liking it. Now that's how you build a Leo, by the way. Now that is a Leo. What? Dude, where am I? Where am I? Is this some magical Narnia world where all the runes drop in like min-maxable stats? Like for whatever monster you got? I really had to like maneuver my way through that sentence, but I feel like the essence is there. Yeah, dude, Robro, that's a 10 out of 10 from me, to be honest. Like there is very little inefficiency. That Leo's too fast. Yeah, the rune quality was insane. Like actually. Like, not only was the rune quality insane, but also the intention behind each monster. Like, this person, they clearly know what each monster needs to do. Like, and they build them specifically to do that thing. So, I'm very impressed. Lord Taker. Hi, Evan. I'm an old casual player who comes and goes, and I just want to... And I love that description. Comes and goes, and I want to jump into the season of RTA. I'm afraid to not have the runes. Lord Taker. I love that description, by the way. It's like, you know, I come and go with the game, but oh, you've got an LD5 there. It looks like you have a Han. Is that a Han? I think that is. Oh, dude, you have like a snipe comp in the making here already. I see Gingerbrave back there. I don't know if you guys are Gingerbrave fans. Can I get a hands up in chat if you like? So okay, wait. Say like or dislike in chat for how you feel about Gingerbrave. I just kind of want to take a quick like survey of feelings. I like Gingerbrave. Says we love Cocky Cleave. Yeah, but we love Cocky Cleave. You and I are clearly on the same page, just purely name alone. So I've got Leica, best unit in the game, and who is Gingerbrave? Okay, I'm never asking Chad another question again. I'm not. I'm never asking you guys anything ever again. Oh, it's so funny. Oh, maybe it was a Susanoo and they just like the skin? Is that what was in the was that what was in the profile? I guess it was just a Susanoo. It was just a very convincing looking Susanoo. Wow. Nope, not a fan of Ginger Brave. Wow, rude. Can't answer. What's a Ginger Brave? Okay, so Ginger Brave's from a collab with Cookie Run Kingdom, and it's, I don't even know why I'm going into so much detail about this. It's effectively the fastest monster in the game. So like we know this, right? So like outside of the game, Spectra has the fastest base speed. Leo is the fastest monster in the game based on the passive. The Dark Hellhound has the fastest base speed previously based on the passive in-game. Ginger Brave then is actually the fastest in-game because of the passive when the game starts. Whatever. You know, this is very confusing, right? But like Leo trumps all, Ginger Brave, Dark Hellhound, Spectre, yada, yada, yada. Anyway, Ginger Brave basically has a skill that can put someone on cooldown, can remove a buff and put someone on cooldown. Thomas. His name is Thomas. Thomas, the Wind Lollipop Warrior. Actually, he's the only Lollipop Warrior. And they're looking to compete in RTA this season. They don't know if they have the runes to do it. Well, the best thing to do if you don't know if you have the runes to do something, you can always play Bruiser. You can do what I do and play Bruiser. You have some incredible Bruiser monsters back here, like between Camilla. Oh, Annabelle. Annabelle's sick. You have 1/3 of the Chandra Cigar Veligul comp here. Abellio. Dude, Minato. Wait a minute. You might be able to, like, compete for speed with stuff like this. Control, snipe. Dude, wait, hold on. Just in the blue monsters alone, you have elements for everything. Like, you have snipe, you've got bruise, you have control. This is a good account. Jongnam here. You should watch SWC, by the way. That's another thing that I would recommend to people. If you're thinking about getting into RTA for the season and you want a good look at like the competitive environment, see what people are playing. If you want to see a lot of Chandra Cigar Veligul, by the way, you can watch SWC. We got the America's Cup on Saturday, but part of the reason I bring up SWC is because Jongnam has actually seen some play. I think it was Vinny that was playing Jongnam. So this is a really cool monster. Also, Oki is getting a little bit of a showing. Leica's back here. I would keep your Leica runed up, by the way, because sometimes if you see that people are only bringing like single hit skills, like Leica can just solo. Oh, Jogun. I'm just kind of getting like a survey of the land here for a second. So let's talk through it. Let's talk through as if you were gonna bruise first, and then you can we can elaborate on other options if we need to. Ritsu is cute. I'm not gonna recommend Ritsu yet because like you either like him or you don't. I like him, I think, but let's just talk without Ritsu for a second. So Gapsu. Gapsu's a great bruise choice. I think you had Byungchul, Jongnam, right? Jongnam and Chandra or Chandra, and then Juno would be a really good counter option to have runed up, and Leica. So I think you're not picking Leica every game. He's a counter pick, but like I think these units would be really strong together, actually. Oh, and a Fang. It's exactly what the doctor ordered for like a bruise comp. Then if you wanted to go for something snipey, right? Like you've got the Sonya here. You had the light blade dancer. What's her name? Leah. Got Leah. Wish I had one of those. Or you could go with a control comp. Like truly, you could actually go with Speed Lead, Zabala. Here's the thing about Zabala. I talk about this a lot. Zabala has a fast base speed, 115. That's a sheer level base speed. So you can rune a Zabala on Swift to go first and then use his skill 2 to boost up whoever you truly want to take turn 1. So you could run like a Chiwu for a speed lead with the skill 3 to AoE strip. You could run Zabala and you could boost up Chiwu in case he doesn't get turn 1. Or you could just boost him up regardless. You could also do Jogan. You could also do Jogan instead. I think Jogan's a really cool monster. He doesn't get a lot of credit, but I love him. Or the Wind Robo. I'll let you choose whatever strippers you want, but you should bring at least 2 of them. So Chiwu for the speed lead and or something else like the Wind Robo, Zabala, And then who else did there was somebody else that I wanted to mention for like a control comp. Carnal, Okeanos. Yeah, Oki's a good option. And Jongnam. Boom. So I would choose a direction. I would play with both, man. I would try both Lord Taker. Like try a bruise comp, try a control comp, watch SWC, and just kind of see what calls to you. You know what I mean? Okay, let me look at chat real quick. Dudano and Vex are talking. They're in a conversation. So let me jump into another one. Is Wind Onimusha good? And Konagi says, Evan, how do you decide on which runes to keep and which to sell? So I've got rune cell exclusion settings set up. So I don't do a ton of thinking when it comes to like selling runes these days, but the true answer is that if it's got 6 speed, I roll it usually, regardless of what the main stat looks like, because I'd love to try to speed chase on a couple. I feel like that's kind of where I'm lacking in a certain sense. Like there's a couple units that I think need to take turn 1, like guaranteed, and I don't have that guarantee yet. So if I can roll 6 speed, I roll it. Otherwise, I keep runes with purpose. What do I mean by that? So it's like, I don't always keep a rage rune that has like defense, HP, resistance, flat def, flat HP. No, I want rage runes that have crit rate, crit damage, attack. You know what I mean? Like, and speed. Like, I know that if I'm running a unit on rage, I want it to kill people. D Archer says, can you do mine next? Let me look around on here too. I've been going kind of in order for the most part. Oh, Antares, any help would be nice since I'm trying to speed up my farming. And I hope your tips help. Dude, yeah, me too. Me too, for real. Lydia, we're Lydia brothers. You're trying to speed up your farming. So you've been playing for a while. I think that if you are ready, you can remove some of the safeties on the team, right? So like, I think one of the easiest way to speed up a comp is going to be by taking out the Fran, taking out things like the Belladon or the Shannon in lieu of more damage. You could start building something akin to a speed team instead for these. Let me show you what I mean. Whoa, it's a loud truck. Let me show you what I mean, like with my book. Where's my book? So check this out. So like, you could do something akin. That's a very unhelpful Dragons team that happened to get my fastest time. Yeah, it's a very unhelpful Dragons team, but like, you could start building something like this. It doesn't have to be Teshar, and it doesn't have to be Teshar. For this comp, it wants Teshar. Kill people, Evan 2024, and cancel. You guys are killing me. I'll love it, dude. So it doesn't need to be Teshar in that slot. You can instead just opt for any damage source, right? AoE damage preferable. Take out like the Fran, take out the healing, because again, if they're dead, they can't kill you. So it's like, you know, you can actually do something like that where you take out the safeties. And if you need more details on that, by the way, this is the second time they've come up today, but the Abyss dungeon guides, the starter guides on the channel, check those out. We have one for Giants, Dragons, and Necro, and Spiritual Realm. Actually, I think we have one for every dungeon. Check those out, and they go into more detail about how to do that, and some of them I don't think use Fran. Like, for instance, the Dragons comp doesn't use Fran. I'd use, like, it's Verd, Crow, Spectra, Veramos, and Lauren. Oh my god. N. Kron says, I have every elemental nat 5 and 14 LD5 units. Would you help me build RTA strategies? Oh my god. You have everything? Okay, wait. N. Kron, before I even go on your account, though, I need to know what sort of archetypes you like. Do you like crowd control? Do you like bruise, cleave, snipe? For folks, by the way, I know we got some new players, and I'm dropping like terms like that. The difference between cleave and snipe, right? So cleave, I'm getting off on a complete tangent here. Cleave is when you try to eliminate the entire enemy team as quickly as possible, preferably before they even take a round of combat, right? Snipe is when you try to take out at least one monster on the enemy team, right? So you pump all the damage into one unit instead of spread it AoE. And like, you're just trying to make them play at a deficit. You're trying to make it a 3v4 or a 2v4 instead of killing all 4. Okay. Okay, back in. Zoms. Would I be able to get some RTA advice specifically for like what comps I can do? I have grinding teams. I just want to ease into PvP. Yeah, dude. Let's go. Zoms. The Black Clover fan looks like. You do have good farming teams. Oh, you haven't finished TOA hard. Dude, that is a priority. Legitimately, if you're not finishing TOA hard, we got to get that online ASAP. And that goes for everybody in chat too. TOA is the best source for rewards monthly. Early game, late game, whatever, we all look forward to it. You know, you got that Devilmon, you got a legend scroll, you got an all attribute scroll, crystals, everything. And then we all get excited when we get it. It's like the TOA summons. That's my favorite time of the Summoners War monthly cycle here. It's like the TOA summons at the end of TOA climb. I'm not drinking enough water, nor am I breathing enough air. For easing into RTA. Easing into RTA. Yeah, dude, I think if you do something for RTA right now, it's going to oh, Vanessa Jogun back there. Hold up a minute. Vanessa Jogun, Chung Pung. Wait a second. With the Robo? Wait, you could actually do a control comp. Wait, this is so funny. I was going to say that you might need to... Oh, and Sekhmet? This is so funny. I was going to say, like, maybe we should get you to clear TOA first and then we talk about RTA, which still kind of true, to be honest, but you could actually do a little control comp, especially if you did, like, Lagmaron. So, like, if you were to run Vanessa speed lead, right? Vanessa, Chung Pung, Jogun. You could do Sekhmet and then Lag, or you could also do, like, Jameer. I think you pick Vanessa first. Vanessa, Chung Pung, so that way you don't double down on elements. And then I would try, like, Wind Robo. Unfortunately, that's doubling down on Wind. Wind Robo or Chung, whichever you prefer. I think Chung might be better for what you're trying to do because of the defense break. Where's Chung? I lost him. There he is. There's Chung Pung. And then you just figure out how to knock him out. And that could be with Lagmaron, could be with something. But if you're looking to ease into RTA, I have one more piece of advice. And this is, too, I know that sometimes this is a bit of a divisive topic, but truly, guys, the support monsters, and I don't mean like the support type. We're not talking about healing. We're not talking about attack bar gain. I'm talking about those free-to-play rotating monsters that everybody's allowed to use during the course of an RTA season. I love them. I think that they're really good for new players who are trying to break into RTA, get a sense for how the game is played, and also see synergies between monsters. I see those units as kind of like the Summoners War equivalent of a starter deck, right? You can start seeing how monsters blend together, get an understanding for the skills, and try to develop a taste for certain archetypes. So I think if you're in a position like Zoms, where you're looking to ease into RTA, you get your shell, right? So you get that Vanessa, you get the Chung Pung, you get the Jogun, and then you supplement the rest with those free-to-play rotating monsters. And we already saw the schedule for what those support monsters are going to be in Season 31. So if you haven't had a chance to check that out, I would check out the most recent patch notes within the game. Those outline what the free-to-play rotation of monsters are going to be. Look at those, compare them to the monsters in the collection, and just see which ones speak to you. Like, there's some cool stuff in there. D Archer 9000 says, when are you doing Summoner's Workout again? Honestly, probably next Wednesday. I'm thinking about doing it like every other week, something like that. Toxic just followed. Thank you, Toxic. Thank you, dude. Oh my god, I almost fell. I'm doing like the tree pose, you know? I'm doing the tree pose under here. So I've got like one leg balanced on the other like this. I'm on the global server. And that's for Long Duong in chat. Trent! What's up, chat? What's up, Trent? How you been? Hoping to rank up next season. For Athena. Oh my goodness. Dude, your comps are so fast. Holy heavens. Did you mean C2? I think it meant, I think that T was supposed to be a C, right? Oh my gosh, NK Ron just dropped their LD5s. 2 Light Gojos, Dark Gojo, Light Nobara, Light Siri, Light Ryu, Light Transco, Varchi, Lucifer, Pontos, Laura, Julianne, Shan, Maximilian, and Maya. Oh, well, except for Maya. Except for Maya. I was going to say, except for Maya. Those are some sick LD5s. Dude, poor Maya. No, oh, I like this, by the way, Athena. I like the way it says Nat 5 with a little lightning bolt. That's so cute. I like this. That's awesome. Where's your summon henge needs to be right here, though. I feel like that's channeling the lightning. I feel like right where this building is, I feel like that's where the summoning henge needs to be. Turn 2. T2, turn 2. Thank you. My head read that as a rank, right? Because we abbreviate as like F3, C2, G1, stuff like that. So I've read it as a rank, and I just assumed it was a typo. But you're right. Turn 2 is exactly how you should read that. And NKRon, I keep pronouncing your name different ways. If you want to build a comp around those units, oh my god, whew, you're gonna have an amazing time. Because like Julianne might be the best or the second best LT5 in the game right now. Pontos is the best proc out of stun in the game. Like him, Veligul, and Lima, literally game-changing proc out of stun. Like if they think that you're crowd controlled so they leave you alone, you proc, skill 3, the game is now in your favor. Such a sick unit. And then like, specifically such a sick unit to have on your team. Playing against, not so much. There was something else that I was going to recommend from the ones that you said. You said Pontos, you said Julianne, you said a lot of them. Oh, I was going to talk about Lucifer. Lucifer and Leo is a really fun cleave comp, by the way. If you haven't seen that, you can look up some attack buff with Leo. So people use Woolyoung. I know you didn't list Woolyoung, but people list like Woolyoung. You could do a stat, you could do something like that. And then you run Lucifer. You could also do Carlos, something. Avery says, Evan, look. What's up, Avery? Yeah, I run Leo, Lucy, Gemini. Oh, Kovarchi too. Dude, Kovarchi is so sick. So I think we're going to probably do Kovarchi and Julianne, right? Kovarchi and Julianne is just an amazing pairing in general. And Kovarchi's seeing a lot of play. Evan, do you play an instrument? Dude, I just, it's a good question. So play an instrument is putting it nicely. I do have a ukulele. I play like a smidge of ukulele, right? And then also, I just got my girlfriend just got me a harmonica, right? So like, you know, I'm practicing with that a little bit. Anyway, back to it. Thank you for asking. So I can play a couple things, but I know more songs on the uke than I do on that. I just got the harmonica like last weekend or 2 weekends ago now. Is Summoner's War an instrument? That was funny. No, Patrick, Summoner's War is not an instrument. I'm not ignoring you, Avery. I literally said yes, Avery. I'm looking. Oh, okay. So you could play what I'm playing, by the way. I'm literally doing Ciara, Juno, Chao. Those are my opening 3 picks. Should I be picking Chao that early? Probably not, but I have been, and it's been working great. It's been working very well. I must say, turns out auto cleansing is pretty good. Like, or you might as well just do Chandra, Cigar, Veligul, to be honest. I don't know. Do you have a cigar? If you see a cigar, if I see a cigar, I'm going to tell you to play Cigar. Oh, you have a Byung-Chul. That's even better. That's even better, dude. Chandra, Veligul, Byung-Chul, Smicer. Something like that. Dude, you splash in a Smicer occasionally. Oh man, this is so cool actually. Okay, you have an interesting combination of units here. And I like it. I like that you don't have a cigar, because that means I don't recommend you the Holy Trinity. Instead, I think I do recommend you like first pick Ciara, first pick Juno, right? Or I'm sorry, first pick Ciara, second pick Juno. Bring a Smicer. Let's get a bomb let's get a little bit of annoying bombs in play here. Bring Chow. Bring something like more auto cleanse. I don't know why you got 2 cockies, but I'm here for it. I'm with it, dude. I'm so with it. And you could even do like Byung for damage. I don't think it's for this team, but I will say that I really like Tyrannus. I love his change. He's actually like gotten me very excited. Like I said, I've started playing Tartarus because of his change. I've started enjoying Tartarus because of his buff. I'm using him a lot more. Oh, and you got this too, and Zima. Zima nuts. You got Zima, and then you've also got Okeanos. Okay, yeah, you got some fun stuff, dude. Now, if you were looking for a strictly bruiser comp, I would go for the other thing that I was talking about before. Come on, Evan, I was typing that. Sorry, Kanagi. When one cocky doesn't cleave, you use 2 cocky. And there's 2 Verds. There's like a bunch of people with 2 Verds nowadays. I don't know. So Athena, I hope that helps. Okay. Sorry about the Zima nuts joke, guys. I'm sorry. Dude, every single puppet master. Every single puppet master. Where's Zima? Zima. Oh, there he is. Okay. Zima nuts. Okay, we'll come back to Zavala. Smicer, I hardly know her. Kovar CD's nuts. Zenny, okay, we'll come back to this one. Okay, but you get the idea. There's like 3 of them. There's 3 of them in there. That's crazy. I don't know how they... That's... Zenny suck. Yes! Tominator, yes! Zenny suck. Zenny suck on the... That's something like that. Something like... We're on to something here. We're on to something. Just keep cooking that, and we'll get back to it, okay? Okay. We talked about those. Bappo, can you give me some tips? I feel stuck in the game and don't know how to progress. I really do like questions like this because this is such a common feeling. Like, I don't know if we got to Demonic Angelic in chat, but like I know that they were a new player looking for direction, kind of struggling with how to play. Summoners War is esoteric as heck, dude. Like, seriously, sometimes it's given more direction than ever before in modern Summoners War, but like back in the day, it was so hard to progress without someone who knew the game first. Like, someone had to go in and kind of do the research and then pass it on. That's what it was like when I started. And now it's easier, but like that's what these streams are for. Oh, good, Demonic Angel's still here. Demonic Angel, did we look at your account already? What is your in-game name? Are you on the global server? Okay, but Bappo, let's see what we can do. What server this is if you want to review? Machoy. Oh, excuse me. I'm on the global server currently, and there's so many requests that we may stay here today. Dang, he just casually drops esoteric. How verbose. Thank you, Knock. Turning into yoga review, says the Tominator. Maybe we do yoga for a workout. Actually, no, I think that could go a little weird. No yoga. I think I'll stick to push-ups. Wavehead 82. Okay, cool. No, I haven't seen your horrid group yet. Okay, I'll check it out. Hi, Evan. What unit is best paired with Laura? Dude, Laura Moore is like, how do I put this? So, if we're getting really into like technicalities, defense scaling units are incredible with Laura, right? So if you need... Oh, Vex, thank you for the follow. Vex has been here for the whole stream. I appreciate it. Thank you for that. Any unit that really likes to have high defense. So Tyrannus, Artemiel, something like that. Other defense scalers, Feng Yan, technically, if we're being like really, really there. But ultimately, dude, like if you just run a Laura with like a Wedgeat, even post nerf, like The reason they work so well together too is because, I mean, there's so many buffs in play by that point that you're healing off of Wedgeet's passive. Insight, let's go. Insight, let's go, dude. Thank you. Insight's been here for a few streams now too. But if you need a good strip option with a little bit of control afterwards, it's Laura, like, you don't even need to put too much thought into it. Like, if you want to take turn 1, if your comp is trying to take turn 1, you just run Laura because she has such a high base speed. Nock totally just unfollowed and refollowed. I definitely know that Nock. I think Nock just literally hit that button twice. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it, dude. Oh, you're so funny. No, now everybody's gonna do it. Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot to follow, but it's Trent. Oh, yeah. So we're good. We're good. Trent spin. Got him. Dude, you got the entire chat. That's all that we're going to see for the rest of the time now. Looking for places to improve. So Boppo is currently like a little bit confused on where to go. Actually, Boppo, I know I just went in here. Let's hold on 1 second. Boppo. Let's do this. 111, 140. We could speed these up. We could speed up these times. And we could definitely speed up the spiritual realm as well. I like the inclusion of the Fireblade Dancer, but I think Seek might be better. Seek gives you the attack buff and the crit rate buff for a number of turns equal to like his cooldown. So like you'll essentially have it up the whole time. Look at your profile. Okay, I'll look at your profile, Avery. Sorry, dude. Sorry, man. The time on Dragon's Lair is good, but I think we could speed it up. I think there might be something a little off here. I don't know if it's the speed tuning or what. Ideally, Crow should move right after Lauren. So the turn order should be Lauren, Crow, Spectra, Veramos, or Veramos, Spectra. Those two don't really matter. And then Verd last, right? So something might be a little off. If it's at 140, we can take a peek. And then for Necro, this reads to me as something that's inconsistent. I think maybe removing the twins, putting in Lauren, putting in Aragar, the Dark Vampire Lord. I think those will help. You could also try to run Shaman if you were so inclined. But I think these are some changes that you need to make. Let's go in and look at just the members of the Dragons team. That'll be our focus for right now, just to see if we can help with that. Verd, 79, cool. Okay, and he's 100% critting, and he's on Rage. I like that. I do like that. It's a very, very fast Spectra. I think this might be too fast. So this has come up a couple times, right? Spectra, fastest base speed in the game. So that would make you think that he wants to be even faster. But in reality, you really want Spectra for his second skill, right? That's his biggest addition to the Dragons team. It's that max HP damage scaling on skill 2. So what his base speed essentially allows him to do is it allows him to be ruined on something that doesn't have a lot of speed and still keep up. So you actually don't even really need to rune him on slot 2 speed. He doesn't need to be on Swift. I actually put mine on Rage. You can do attack, crit damage, HP, or attack something like that. Like I attack, crit damage, HP, and then just look for speed in the substats, and likely he will just move where you need him to move because he's got such a high base speed anyway that it compensates for the speed he doesn't have in his runes. So that's what I would say. I think that Spectra has the base stats are kind of misleading because, it makes you think you want him to go really fast, when in reality you kind of want Lauren to go first, then Crow, then Spectra, right? So just maybe take a peek. Yeah, see, I had a feeling something was off here. See, so the 102 plus, this is kind of a slow Lauren comparatively. I would instead put your Lauren on Swift, right? Put your Lauren on something like that so that way she starts, defense breaks, then Crow goes. The reason why we want Crow to go next is because he can put branding on, and branding increases the damage that the target receives. So Lauren, defense break, then Crow, branding, right? So now it is set up to take max damage. Then Spectra, then Veramos, just hit it with max HP scaling damage. Then Verd is there last to boost up attack bar. I think if you just look at that turn order a little bit, then you'll be good to go and your team will be faster. Hidrowski, yes, I got you on the survey. There you go, guys. If anybody's looking for the survey, I just copy and pasted it in chat. Okay, we still got some time. I'm not going to be able to stay for... I'm, you know, I only usually stream for like an hour and a half. It's probably going to have to be closer to an hour 20 today. I do have like some appointments and errands to run today because I'm leaving for the America's Cup. But we'll try to go as long as we can for stream. Let me look. Okay. Where's Avery? Avery just wanted me to look at his profile, right? I actually don't see a message from Avery. Okay, we'll just go on to the next one. Please rate my new 4-star siege defense. Wait, what's the 4-star siege defense? You'll pull LD5 if you pull while at the slots in Vegas, Trust. That's hilarious. Got me over here rechecking my Spectra. Let's go. Oh, Knock. Knock just shouted out. I'm trying to remember who was asking about the dungeon stats after Spore Farm, but he found them on the wiki. Awesome. Dude, thank you for shouting that out. Oh, they're the only ones out. Trent. There he is. Oh, I can always tell when you got the 10th anniversary. You got the 10th anniversary profile. Wow, low key, you just found a really good way for me to look at Guild Siege defenses, by the way. Trent, I never thought about that. Just put everything else in the storage and I can look at this. That's actually really cool. Oh, Chris. Wait, guys, Chris asked a very important question. Lydia RTA teams. Dude, so I've actually, I will come back to this. I'm so sorry, Trent. Dude, I'm like so hyped on Lydia just in general. I don't use her that much. I still don't think she's very good, but I love the idea of trying to use her. So like, I actually think that she works really well with pieces from the Holy Trinity. So specifically Chandra. Chandra works really well because of the hug that he can put on her, and that dissuades people from attacking Lydia. Because ultimately what you got to figure out is that Lydia breaks down when your opponent knows the gimmick. If they know that all they need to do is attack Lydia, and then it turns off the whole combo, then you just have to dissuade them from attacking her. And there's a few ways you can do that. Chandra Hug is one, and I find that it usually makes them forget about her in the long term, because now they've sunk 3 turns worth of focus somewhere else. I also really like her paired with the Wind Pudding Princess, because I like the double reflect damage. Actually, that chip damage is really helpful. Notably though, that only really works if they lack healing. If they lack a lot of healing sources, then you bring the Wind Pudding Princess, double reflect damage when they hit on shield. It's kind of sick. Then Abellio to like save her, like some way to keep her alive, and then some damage that is not Lydia, like something else. Instead of the Wind Pudding Princess, you could also run something like Adriana as well, like for the attack buff. Okay, back to it. So Trent, tell me about these. Tell me about your comp. Ooh, Devaraja on here is pretty cool. So Kali, right? Kali, Mi Yang, Lu Mei. 30 wins in G1, 9 losses. Holy heavens. Are you kidding me? Kali, Mi Yang, Lu Mei. So Kali for the attack buff, the invincibility, right? Opens up. Mi Yang extends the buffs, also does critting, auto critting damage. Lu Mei, dude, I don't know how I could say that this is not amazing. This is fantastic. What's with the Devaraja, by the way? Are you using Devaraja too? Because this entices me. Mr. Sparking Zero. Tips for new free-to-play players, says D Archer. You know, D Archer, you just reminded me. I actually was gonna put a video as the intro that was like 20 tips for new players in 2024. That's a really good one to look at, actually. Oh, that's just a flex. Nora is better. Dude. This is looking good. Looking good, Trent. Help me, Evan. Help how? Flins, how do I help? What can I do for you? I don't see a message from Avery still. Flins, how can I help you? 36 seconds, 49. Dude, you look great. Looking awesome. Always maybe just followed. Always maybe. Thank you. King Nundrum says, hello, Ev boy. What's up, King dude? King man? Oh no, Death the Kid is on Asia server. Guys, should I go to Asia or stay here? Wait, didn't I say I wasn't going to ask chat any more questions? Didn't I say something like that? Where's Avery? Avery isn't posting. Where, and also N Karan, who put all of the LDs. Oh, whoa, Dr. Spark. Dr. Spark, hello Evan, can I get a general account review? I'm slowly transitioning out of my LD only account. Really? And what made you want to do that? Just kind of tired of it for now? Like, because to be honest, dude, like with the Deborah on here, I think you're actually more set up than most people to do an LD only account. I think Deborah is a really key defining factor. But, oh man. Oh, guys, I'm telling you, staying up late, waking up early, killer combo. Not necessarily recommending. Okay, let me give tips. I did see that you were using Veramos on Punisher's Crypt. You probably should err on the side of not using Veramos there, purely because he reduces attack bar. And it's a little bit counterintuitive in Punisher's Crypt, right? If you reduce attack bar, it gives the boss a turn. And he will always reduce attack bar on the boss because it's immune to stun. Just kind of something to keep in mind. Oh, you got an Evan. Avery's is all the way at the top. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. If you're looking for tips too, I would say build this. It might be a little too slow at 4 speed, like too much can happen in between, but Brandia just works in so many situations, dude. I use her in, you can use her in Rift Beast. I've been using her in Tartarus levels, specifically the Wind boss. She smokes the Wind boss, by the way. I know people probably know this by now, but like she will just decimate that thing. It's actually like a hate crime how quickly she gets rid of it. Like, I love this monster. She's so cool, and I do use her in raids. I use her in a lot of places now. She's really great. Oh yeah, Evan was a Hall of Heroes. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, dude, new hall. Avery's message and the Deborah. So yeah, it's a little bit sad to see this account like kind of veer out of the LDs, because I think that's kind of fun. But like at the same time, I understand the desire to. I don't know if you've already done TOA hard. I would do that. I didn't take a look at your book for very long. I don't know which part of the game you're looking to break into, but if we had to talk priorities, I would say maybe build this. Don't make it too slow, right? And try to go for 100% crit rate or close to it. Yeah, I would otherwise keep up the good work. This is looking good. And I would change this to Rage. I really like Veramos on Rage these days, but I know that, you know, it might not be everybody's cup of tea. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me take this off for a second. Let me swap over. I think, oh dude, I'm really running low on time. Really running low on time. But like, let me jump over to EU real quick. Sorry guys, I'm really running low. But let's see. I'm gonna go into chat channel 10 on the EU server real quick. Oh no, Elia, stop. Elia, chill. Elia, stop. Chat channel 10. Chat channel 10 real quick. LD only gets a bit boring if you don't get enough new stuff. You know, honestly true. I could see that. I was debating trying it, you know, like if I was to do it, but I think I agree that it would be a little bit difficult. Oh, Knock just messaged me, but I only saw one. Did you only send me one message? Let me peek. Oh, dude. We should talk about that actually. That might be kind of cool to test. The Brain. Hello, Evan. Can you look at my monsters or my dungeon teams? How about we look at the dungeon teams from the book? I think that's great. 37 seconds. Oh my gosh, you clearly have a really good understanding of this stuff. Except for a bit, there's something about the spiritual realm. I don't think people really farm this thing that often. I think that might be the case. I use Lauren, but I don't think that's going to be the difference here. I think Shyna's probably better, strictly speaking, right? Unless the slow is super important. Like, the slow from Lauren might help, but like something about this is off. Like, this team should be running like 45 seconds, right? Like not 2 minutes and 3 seconds. So there might be something a little bit weird there, but I know that people don't usually farm that one. So you can let me know about that. But your dungeon teams are looking great. I don't know if you're looking to break into RTA or anything. I see you have a Veligul. Veligul's like really, really sick right now. Let me see what else you got. The brain. Oh, Zabala. Oh my gosh. You could run like the control comp that we talked about earlier. You could run the control comp with like Zabala to boost up whoever you want to go first. You got Veligul back here. Like, oh my gosh, dude. I'm like low-key jealous of all these boxes that we've seen today. Could use Vanessa as the speed lead if you want, if you're so inclined. I don't know how you get... Look at all these monsters that are crammed in here. El Dudion. This is the LD account for Dudano. Let me see what you got. P2 in Arena. Wait, what are you doing to get P2 in Arena? What is your Arena defense? Oh, yes. Yes, that is what you would do. Oh my god. That is awesome. Now I see what you're talking about. How do you use Second Awakened Thrain? I predominantly use them in TOA. I don't use them in a lot of other places. I predominantly use them in TOA for sure. Like, I wouldn't say that I like actively use 2A Thrain, except for that. Asia speedrun. Dude, you know what I'll do is I'll just promise to go on Asia next time, since I know that we've done this. The fact that you're doing Spiritual Realm at all is super impressive. But the Narsha, the Kiki, the Deborah, you have really good units for this, dude. Like, truly, truly, you do. Who is Emmy? Yo, what's going on? Level 48. Started 39 days ago. Can already do TOA normal. Working on TOA hard. Solid. It looks like solid clears. But I think we could probably speed this up. I know that people really like Spectra and Giants. I'm not as big of a fan of Spectra and Giants because he can glance. I would try to change that out for Shaman, which is just his light brother, who now has a secret dungeon. And I think you'll find that if you get a Shaman, you'll start using him in a ton of places, including Necro. And getting an Eregar or a Water Cannon Girl could also help you out here too. But you're doing great. For just over a month played, like, this is some stellar work, to be honest. Monty, I am super hyped for Saturday. Guys, we got the America's Cup coming up October 12th in Las Vegas. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be flying out, and I hope to see you guys there, truly. If not, no worries, but there is some really cool merch for going. You can use Command America's Cup if you're on Twitch, and if you're on YouTube, there's more info on registration in the description. Oh, you do have an Eregar. Dude, if you run this as your lead for the 38% attack lead in Dungeons, and you will be good to go. And guys, I'm so sorry to have to jump so fast, but I am running a little bit low on time today. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If I didn't get a chance to get to your account, I'm so sorry, but at the same time, we do these streams fairly frequently, so, you know, come back whenever. I had a really fun time hanging out with you guys, though. This was a great day, so thank you for showing up to the stream. If you're on Twitch, stay in chat. We're gonna raid somebody. Bye, everybody. See you next time. Wait, real quick. Honestly, if you were to click on any video on this channel, you would have a pretty solid non-zero chance of me talking about either, if not both, of these monsters in that video. Lorne and Fran can both be used in pretty much every dungeon. The only place where it gets a little bit dicey is the Giant's Abyss, where that counterattack starts ticking up a lot faster with units that hit 3 times. You can use them in TOA. Lauren is great single target control, and Fran is just a solid healer and source of immunity for new players. She also gives attack buff, which is so relevant. Lauren can also be used in raids as a source of slow and defense break. The next one that I wanted to talk about is Spectra, specifically Second Awakened Spectra, who's the Fire Griffin. You can use Spectra in Dragons. I've seen people force Spectra in Giants. You can use them in TOA, or frankly, anywhere that you need max HP scaling damage. The slow and attack bar pushback is also very valuable.